first time I've seen a mechanic like this, wherein a fellow candidate is going to ask them the question.
And that makes us grand.
Exactly, that makes it very interesting and very grand. Now at this time, I will be on the right side to the candidates who will ask the final question. I'll see you in a bit, Angeli, and you will be with the top 10 candidates. And if everyone is ready, let us call on the first finalist. May you please do it, Angeli?
Mr. Grand Zambales, Jasper Manalang. Join me here, Mr. Grand Zambales. Okay, to the top 10 finalists, as I call your place or your name, please come and join me here. And to the one who will ask the question, the rest of the candidates, kindly approach Julio. Thank you. So now I have Mr. Zambales, and your question will be coming from...
I will now be getting a number which represents a Mr. Grand, which is Mr. Grand Camarines Sur, Paul John Dustin Munya.
So Mr. Grand Camarines Sur will be the first candidate to ask the finalists for tonight.
Hi Jasper.
Hello, good evening.
Congratulations and good luck. So here's my question for you. In a choice between which to follow, which would you choose? Your parents' dream for you or your dream for yourself? Would you like
Repeat the question.
Okay. The choice between which to follow, which would you choose? Your parents' dream for you or your dream for yourself?
Thank you for your question. Honestly speaking, if I were to choose one, I will definitely choose my dream. Because it is not just for me, but for the sake of my parents or my loved one as well. But luckily, let me tell you a quick story of mine. My parent is very supportive to whatever dreams or ambitions that I have. And as someone who is raised by a single mother who left the country to provide the basic needs of her children, such as food on the table, a clothes to wear, a simple shelter, and to be able to send them in school, at a very young age, I've realized how important it is to value our education, and as well, I've realized how important, I've realized humility, perseverance, and gratefulness. I stand here tonight fulfilling one of my dreams, and that is to be, hopefully, the next Mr. Grand. And, thank you. And, I stand here for what my purpose is, and that is equitable quality education. And I think it is now time for us to shed light on these matters that needs attention the most. And if I were to choose one, definitely I will choose my dream. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zambales. Now let's call Mr. Grand Iloilo Province, Axel Sancio.
Now, for the purpose of uniformity, to the candidate who will come to my side, please repeat the question twice. I repeat, please repeat the question twice.
That is to be fair for everyone. Hello, Mr. Iloilo is now ready. Julio, who's the Mr. Grand to ask the question?
Next, Mr. Grand, come on down. Mr. Grand, Olongapo City, Carl Joseph Abue.
Hello, brother. Hello. This is your question. In times of hunger and favor, what is more important to you? Money or dignity? Oh, I repeat the question. In times of hunger and favor, what is more important to you? Money or dignity?
We all know that the Philippines, we're living in a poverty. We're a third-class country. So I definitely choose money because for the financial stability of one other person, of course myself. I need money the most of the time. It feeds me, it feeds my family, and at the same time, it builds my future. So definitely all of us, to be honest, needs financial stability in life for us to be able to survive, just like in a pandemic. If you don't have money, if you don't have savings, you cannot survive unless you have the potential or skills for you to be able to risk, or just like myself, I risked for business in this time of pandemic. So I earn a lot, and then my savings, it helps me to be here in Mr. Grand Philippines. I use my savings to stand here because this is my dream. I conquer my dream, and I believe in myself. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Leads first for Mr. Iloilo Province. Now, let's call Mr. Grand Quezon City, Vincent Caringan. Join me here, Vincent.
I will now be picking from the magical bowl. To ask your question, may I call on Mr. Grand Mabitak, Laguna, Lance Byron, Avenido.
Maybe let's get another name.
Indeed. May I call on Mr. Grand Cagayan Province, Jordan Sibaluca. Again, kindly repeat the question only twice. Thank you so much.
Hello, brother. Okay, here's the question. How can you explain to the common folk how our economy is affected negatively as the exchange rate to the US dollar continues to surge? Gonna read it again. How can you explain to the common folks how our economy is affected negatively as the exchange rate to the US dollar continue to surge?
Siyempre, una-una kailangan mo ipaliwanag sa kanila ng mabuti. And alam naman siguro, and paniguradong alam naman yun ng mga napag-aralan yung bagay na yun. And yun ako.
Thank you so much, Mr. Grand Quezon City. Now we move on to Mr. Grand Cavite, Grizan Carlo de los Santos.
Join me here, Mr. Grand Malolos, Bulacan, Angel, Israel.
Hello, bro. Is there anything you can do to make the world a better place? Is there anything you can do to make the world a better place?
I know that I myself cannot change the world instantly, but I know that change starts within ourselves. And if ever I win Mr. Grand Philippines, I would use my title as the voice of the people. I would use my title to educate people to be the change that they want to see in this world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Grand Cavite. Now let's call forward Mr. Grand Pampanga, Justin Roque.
Joining Mr. Grand Pampanga is Mr. Grand Bataan, Kevin Lacanilaw.
Hello, brother. My question is, what is the hardest part of winning, and what is the hardest part of losing? Again, what is the hardest part of winning, And what is the hardest part of losing?
For me, hardest part of feeling is yung nawawalan ng tiwala sa yung mga pamilya mo, yung mga kaibigan mo dahil sa mga pagkakamaling nagawa mo. Dahil maraming nasisira sa isang pagkakamali. Dahil hindi mapapalitan ng maraming tama ang isang pagkakamali. Ang pinaka masakit na pagkatalo sa akin is yung binigay ko ang lahat pero wala pa rin. Kaya kahit anong gawin ko, kahit anong gawin ko, hindi pa rin ako manalo pero kailangan ko pa rin sipagin yung gusto kong gawin para magamit yung pangarap ko. And that's all. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Grant Pampanga. Now we move on to Mr. Batangas, Rirukan Kashiao.
All right. Join me here, Mr. Grand Cebu City, Jefferson Castro. All right, now may I ask our lovely audience to kindly and diligently lend our ears to our candidates. Thank you.
Good evening, brother. My question is, male pageant has been a subject of sexual objectivity for the longest time. If you will win this title, how would you use Mr. Grand Philippines to change their way of thinking towards us? Again, male pageant has been a subject of sexual objectivity for the longest time. If you will win this title, how would you use Mr. Grand Philippines to change their way of thinking towards us?
If I were to become Mr. Grand Philippines, I would advocate for body positivity because we are being objectified as sexual objects because people see us as nothing but sexy men with abs, with chest, with pecs, with everything else, and they only look at us in the physical manner. But if I advocate for a body positive movement, then people would look more on what's beyond our skin, what's beyond our muscles. Because we should value more our intellect, our character, our values. Because we are Mr. Grand. We're not just mere sex objects. We have limitless potential. We have outstanding sportsmanship. And we have sensible masculinity. So if I were to win, that's how I would do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Batangas. Now we move on to Mr. Grand Gigito Bulacan, Jerome Villapando.
Join me here, Mr. Grand Davao del Norte, Armel Camado.
Hello, bro. Hello. My question is, what do you plan to do if you don't win a title here this pageant?
Can you repeat the question?
Sorry. What do you plan to do if you don't win a title here this pageant?
Thank you so much for your question. If I do not win in this pageant, I would just celebrate it with my brothers because we are Mr. Grand. We possess and embody the qualities of Mr. Grand. If I do not win, and it's fine for me because I know there's a lot of room for me to improve, and that's all. Thank you.
Sportsmanship, thank you, Mr. Gigito Bulacan. Now let's call Mr. Grand Tarlac, Roniel Absolute.
Kindly join me here, Mr. Grand Florida Blanca Pampanga, Joey Angel.
Thank you. Good evening, brother.
Good evening. Good evening to each and every one of you.
Are you ready?
I'm not, but I will.
Here's
I
your
will be
question.
ready.
How do you think the three qualities of Mr. Grand Philippines will help you in your advocacy? How do you think the three qualities of Mr. Grand Philippines will help you in your advocacy?
Thank you for your question. It's kind of wonderful and amazing because before I joined here in Mr. Grand Philippines, I have the same advocacy of the Mr. Grand has, which are to empower the men. And I've experienced a lot of disappointment, failures, and struggles, criticisms from the people that I love. And I believe a lot of people have experiencing these things as well in their life. And I think this is the reason why I'm here. I would like to educate a lot of people, to empower them to be good in the face of failure, to be good even after we made a mistake. Because I think for me, this is not the easiest, but probably this is the best legacy that we can leave behind for the future of our children. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tarlac. Now we move on to Mr. Grand Negros Oriental, Joy Ren, King Fini.
Now please join me here, Mr. Grand Zambales Von Kaiser Maravilla.
I came from Subic, Zambales. Okay, so this is my question. As a public school teacher, how can you contribute to the Sustainable Developmental Goal number 4, which is equitable education, to be higher here in our Philippines? Once again, as a public school teacher, how can you contribute to the Sustainable Development number 4, which is the quality education here in the Philippines?
Well, for me, I would promote my advocacy to have no discriminations to students. I will teach them to clean our country because to I would like to teach my advocacy to the young generation of this generation because whenever I go around in public, I feel, how to say this, like disgust when I see garbage laying down on the ground. And I would like to teach young kids in this generation to pick up your garbage, do the little things, appreciate the little things in life. Because to attract more tourists or locals to come to our Philippines, because for me, when I go around and travel, I would like to go somewhere that is clean. And yeah, I would use my advocacy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and that will lead to sustainable development. Now we move on to our last, Mr. Grand Laguna, Melvin Lopez.
May I call on Mr. Grand Santo Tomas Pampanga, John Moriel Silvino.
Hello, bro. How do you show the crowd that you deserve to be the Mr. Grand winner if you are going to be the winner?
Thank you.
How do you show the crowd that you deserve to be the Mr. Grand winner if you are going to be the winner?
Thank you.
Para sa akin, kung ako yung mananalo dito,
isusulong ko ang aking advocacy sa kung ako ay tatanghalin ng Mr. Grand Philippines 2022. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Grand Laguna. All right, that was truly exciting with a lot of twists. I'm not quite sure if your favorites are the same or not.
I agree. All right. There seems to be a slight miscommunication between our candidates. May I who was that? The candidate.
Mr. Grand Negros Oriental, am I right?
May we call on Mr. Grand Oriental?
Okay, I think I know why you're calling me.
Yes. I'm not. The question was in line to what Mr. Subic Zambales mentioned, but it was quite paraphrased.
An exact
I would agree.
question.
And in the spirit of fairness, since everyone and all of the candidates answered a question from the paper, I think it is very fitting that he must answer questions from this piece of paper. I will read it.
Again, Julio, this is not for a special treatment. This is actually just for fairness' sake, because everyone read the question. So we'll do it. We'll do it
The
the right
question is
way.
the one that is written here.
Kindly read it.
Okay.
Okay, so we will do it one more time. Let's give second chance for Mr. Subic Zambales and Mr. Negros Oriental. Mr. Subic, kindly read the question exactly as it was written.
Subic! Subic! Not good! Subic!
Just rephrase the question as I written. Okay, this is the exact words on you. How can you help to change for the better the educational system of our country? How can you help to change for the better the educational system of our country?
Again, I prefer teaching them my advocacy because my advocacy is my #1 priority in life. I would like to teach the young children in this generation to pick up garbage no matter where you are, do the little things in life, appreciate it, and I hope that they will grow up and teach that to their own children so that the cycle will continue. So I would say, yeah, I would definitely still choose to teach the young kids in this generation my advocacy to take care of the environment, not only on land, but also on sea, underwater. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now again, that was not to put anyone in a bad light. It's just for the fairness of the competition that we are in this evening.
So just
Audio Jungle.